What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Butters here, back again with another video, and today I'm going to be going over Eternals for support. This is the last role in the series, so woo! We did it! Woo! Alright, let's start out with the meta currently. We're going to say it, we all know it. It is Narbash! Woo! Narbash! Yay! Narbash, you know, he doesn't have mana issues. He's got crazy sustain, especially paired with a character like Legion. Basically, they get so much health regen from Narb heals and Legion Banner that you can't really punish them in lane. They just heal everything. And as far as what Eternal to run on Narbash, you're usually going this one, X-Arch. You know, your heals, let me move my camera. Your heals are giving people attack speed on hit. You know, you can get bonus healing. You can go delayed fate. You can go omnipresent if you want to be more mobile. It's just a very good support Eternal for someone like Narbash. It's also good on someone like Zinx if you do wish to go that. You know, the healing, delayed fate, whatever, omnipresent. It's good. If you're not going this X-Arch one, you're most likely going Lotus. This is a sort of tried and true Eternal as far as duo lane goes. There's going to be tons of takedowns. You guys heard me say it before. Get the takedowns, get the stacks. You're going to be so that heavy, man, as soon as all these start piling on top of each other. You can go something like Early Bloom to get that level 2 ult quicker. It's nice, especially if you're support, because you're not getting a ton of XP solo. So getting that level 11, level 2 ult spike is huge when it comes to those mid to late game skirmishes. Not only that, you can go something like Immaculate, and going Immaculate, like the only time you're going Fragrance is if you're playing someone like Adele, probably, because she, you know, all of her damage is pretty much true damage. But if you're not going that, you're going Immaculate, because this damage reduction while you're healing, or, you know, just poking in general in dual lane, it mitigates so much of the damage that you're taking. And if you're mitigating damage, it means you're more healthy, you can stay in the fight longer, you can, you know, contest that Fangtooth, that mini, the Shaper, whatever it is. If you're a support and you're healthy for an OBJ, it's a good thing. If you're not going Lotus, this is when we start going into the more Eternal specific for heroes. Crix is good if you're playing a couple different champs. Namely, Richter. Mostly because, you know, he gets shield based off his health, movement speed, based off AP. Well, not AP. He gets movement speed once this gets leveled more. But basically, if you go Crix, you're going to be buffing this guy's abilities. And you're going to be extremely tanky in lane if you go something like Wonton Warden. But yeah, dude, you just get so much HP if you're playing Richter. You got to force the carry into building something like Sky Splitter just to deal a little bit of damage to you. But yeah, as far as the blessings go, you're usually going something like regenerative. If you have dot damage, you can go this for tainted. But more likely than not, you're going regenerative, and then you're going either cannibalism or feeding frenzy. I'm a big fan of this feeding frenzy one because this % attack speed that you get from people being in a certain vicinity of you is massive, especially for early, honestly, all stages of the game, early, mid, and late. Attack speed is no joke. You know, if you're autoing quicker than the enemy, you're gonna have more DPS. You're gonna be able to kill them quicker. It's just such a good blessing. 12% attack speed per enemy within a certain amount of units to you is so good. I love it. Another good Eternal you can go if you're playing a tank is Idricel. You know, you can run this on like Morn or Steel if you're not going Vermis on Steel. Idricel is always good. This thing scales great. The blessings are also phenomenal. Receiving basic attacks from enemy heroes reduces their movement speed, stacking up to 5 stacks. So if the enemy carries autoing you, they're gonna get slower and slower, which means you can close the gap on them and then really, you know, dive them and stun them, whatever it is you need to do to get on top of the carry. Can also go mending for if they have, like, let's say 2 ranged characters and you want to stay healthy, you can go mending. Raw Snap's good if you want to deal more damage for your team. Like, honestly, all 3 of these first blessings are super strong, and it's all dependent on what you're going for in a build. As far as second blessings go, you know, you can go Icy Touch, go Glacier if they're more magic damage heavy. Like, if they have 4 magical damage characters, go Glacier. You're gonna get so much value from it. Diamond Tip, you're not really doing as a support, so you're most likely going Icy Touch or Glacier if you're going Idricel. Other than that, let's name some heroes. You can go, let's see. But yeah, Adele, very good with Crix or Lotus. You can go either or. She'll benefit from both, like I mentioned. Argus, not really played in support as much as the others currently, but you can still play it. I like Aeon on Argus because you get a lot of money. Same thing with Decker. You can go Aeon. You can get a lot of money. You know, you just get the gold interval. It's reduced by ability haste. You're building ability haste as a support generally. And then you go Arcane because, you know, it's based on mana regen. A lot of items support wise have mana regen, so you're gonna benefit from it. But yeah, Celica, you don't really see much in support. Mako, he's like budget Narb, unless, you know, you can, if you're a good Mako player and get value from being a nuisance on the map, then he's a very good character. But other characters are just easier to play. Morn, super strong. You can run, I like Neil on Morn personally, and Idricel. I really like these 2. Morn's just such a good character. You can run all 5 of these if you really wanted to, and you'd get value from all of them. It really just depends on what you want to do. Like, as far as PCC goes, we know Morn's always a tourney day pick, and that's for a reason. This character is super strong with his ult and is very versatile as far as play style, build paths, and eternal paths. He can't go wrong with a lot of these. Even Vermis, like, and Vesh, and Aeon. Like, he can build all of these Eternals and do well from them. That's how good Morn is. Muriel, you're not really seeing much of, but I'd probably go X-Arch on her. Narbash, we already talked about. FaZe, in ranked, I like going Thrax with FaZe, and I go on hit build. I go the King for more gold, and I go Ferocity for the infinite attack speed. Pairing this with FaZe's ult is pretty funny, because FaZe's ult, if you don't know, gives you and whoever you're linked to attack speed and movement speed, and it's so funny how many autos you can chuck if you're running Thrax, and it deals a lot of damage. So if you want to be a second ADC while playing phase, I recommend playing that Eternal. It's pretty fun. Richter we already talked about. Steel already talked about. Zinx, kind of same thing as Narb, just a enchanter, healing, go X Arch or Lotus, whatever you want to do. But yeah, we hit the 10-minute mark. I think that was pretty efficient, I'd say. Getting better at this. But yeah, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are enjoying as a support player with Eternals. I love reading all your combinations and everything. It's awesome. But yeah, like I said, leave a comment down below. That's it for the Eternals guides on each role. So I'm gonna be moving forward with more gameplay videos, and we might do some basic guides as far as laning phase, mid phase, and late game phase. I think I might do videos on that, but we'll see. I'll get some more gameplay videos out there because I know you guys are missing that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for leaving a like and subscribing and commenting if you have. It helps me want to create more content in this sort of educational sense. I think Predecessor as a whole lacks a lot of educational content. So I hope to give some insight to not just newer players, but also adept and veteran players. Hopefully you get something that you can take away from these videos. Enough yapping. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.